Hey guys, welcome back. So I did my Sephora recommendations video a little while back, which I can link because you don't need a recommendations video just for the sale. It can be relevant at any time. But I never did a haul video, and the reason why is because I just kind of felt like there was really no purpose in doing a haul just to show you what I got if I didn't have any thoughts on the product. So I wanted to take some time to use some of them and figure out what I thought before I put up a video. Some things are repurchases of things that I love, like my Living Proof Dry Shampoo, which is holy grail for me, and my Hourglass Veil Primer, things like that. I'm not going to mention those because I talk about them all the time. And some things are repurchases but in a different shade, and I'm not really going to mention those unless it's something I really think is relevant for you guys and it is noteworthy. But I'm just going to get into this and start talking about things and give mini reviews. Some of these I'll elaborate more on in different videos and I'll explain why in a minute. I'm always buying new, trying new lip products, so I'll start there. I did post about this one on Snapchat and Instagram, so if you're not following me there, you may want to, because I do talk about a lot of things that sometimes don't get mentioned on here for a while and sometimes don't at all, so I'll put those links on the screen. But this is the Sephora Rouge Balm, and this is in shade number 7, Bashful Beige. It has SPF 20, and I love this. It's neutral enough to look great on the lips. It packs just enough punch of color, but my 12-year-old can wear it and not look too made up either. And it's really moisturizing for something that has an SPF, and it doesn't give that weird white cast. And this is the color. It's just that great lips but better. And it doesn't have a notable weird SPF smell either. So really, really loving these. I've talked about the Kula ones before in the past. Those are good too, but these seem to be a little bit more moisturizing, and I think they're only $12. So it's a really good buy from Sephora. Haven't heard many people talking about them. And I caved and got one of the Tarte Color Splash lipsticks in the shade, what shade did I get? Sunkissed. It's a really pretty pinky peach shade that's perfect for summer, and I've already worn this and put it up on my social media for my lipstick of the day. Really, really pretty, very moisturizing and long wearing too. I'm going to be doing a video shortly on long wearing lipsticks that are non-drying, so stay tuned for that. The next product that I got was an impromptu purchase for me. This wasn't something that was on my wish list or on my radar. This is the Smashbox Bee Legendary in the shade Bad Bee. And this is it swatched. It's just a kind of corally peachy pink nude on the lip. It is long wearing, but it's got a gloss to it. It's really, really pretty and very moisturizing on the lips as well. I ended up with 2 Hourglass lip stylos. I kept hearing the raves about it and I ended up caving. I ordered Believer, but when I was in Sephora, I saw Peacemaker and I had to get it too. Of course, they're both nudes, but I don't know, I had to have them. So this is Believer. This is the one that I ordered. It's a really fleshy nude, but it doesn't wash you out. And this is Peacemaker. It's more of a lips but better nude. So I have a nice range of nude pinks here, but some are a little more peachy than others. I love a good nude lipstick, and anything that feels good on my lips, I'm all for. And this is another one that wasn't on my radar until I read about it online, I think, and it's the Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in shade Warm Beige, number 103. And I find this is more of a traditional liquid lipstick. It's kind of a thin, moussey texture, and this is more of a brownish tone. But again, it is more like your traditional liquid lipstick, so it can get a little bit drying, but it doesn't give me those lip lines that I usually get with traditional liquid lipsticks. And this one is a hit for me. This is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. This, for me, is just one of those great liquid lipsticks. The color is perfect. This is the color right here. This is more of a true your lips but better. It's beautiful on the lips, and it isn't tremendously long wearing. It does tend to wear right in the middle of the lips, and I'm not going to go into it too much because I am going to be reviewing these in a different video, but it just wears beautifully. It fades beautifully and it feels great on the lips. It doesn't get drying. It's very moussey. It's just, it's so gorgeous. And finally, we're at the end of the lips. Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche in Meringue. I had been eyeing this up for a while. It's a nude pinky peach. It does have a punch on the lips, which I love. It doesn't just fade into a nude color. It's just really beautiful, and I love the formulation of the Amuse Bouche line. So that's it for the lips. Let's move on to the eyes. So when I was in Sephora, I passed by the tools and makeup brushes, and I saw that they had different kinds of eyelash curlers, a bunch of different kinds. And one that caught my eye was this Tweezerman Lash Logic Series Pro Master Lash Curler, ideal for almond and deep set eyes. It has a 38-degree angle designed for almond and deep set eyes. This is what it looks like. If you look at it compared to my Shiseido curler, this is the Shiseido, this is the Tweezerman. The angles look relatively similar. I hope you can see that because I don't really have anything to hold them up against. And the color's similar. They are a little different from the side, so it felt like you kind of had to hold them a little bit differently. So I thought, okay, I'll have a backup of my Shiseido for travel or whatever. I'm gonna grab this while I can get it on sale. There's something about the Tweezerman curler that doesn't form a curl as well as the Shiseido. And I've used the Shiseido for like 20 something years for a reason. It works well. It forms to the curvature of my eye perfectly, and it gives me a great curl. This one, it forms to my eye well, but it doesn't give me that same great curl. I was having to use a lot of force with it, and it still just didn't give me that great curl that I want, even though I was using the same method, but I was having to hold it longer, and it just didn't work the same. So this is gonna have to go back, and it's a shame because it seems like it would really work well, but it just didn't. Now, one thing that I did think was pretty cool about it, if you open them up, oh, look, you can see there. It opens up a little wider, but it just didn't make that curl. I don't know what it was that was different about it. Maybe it's the pad, I don't know. But this just did not work for me, unfortunately. And it's $2 more than the Shiseido. So I'm paying more for a less quality eyelash curler. If you've watched my videos before, you know how much I love my Giorgio Armani eye tint in cold copper. I think it's worth every penny. I wear it a ton. I wear it so much that I'm nearing the end, and I bought a backup. The reason why I love these in a nutshell version is that they stay the way they look when you apply them on the eye. A lot of liquid eye products and cream eye products, after you apply them and they dry down, they tend to make your eyes look a little dry or wrinkly sometimes, and they can crease as the day goes on. These give you that metallic look. They stay looking like that. They blend in well with each other or with powder shadows that you've applied. It's just gorgeous, and this is such a great neutral color. Almost every time I have this on, you guys ask me what I have on that day when I'm on social media. So I bought a backup of this, and I got two more colors. I got Rose Ashes and Senso. So I'll swatch these really quickly. This is Rose Ashes and this is Senso. And the Rose Ashes is almost a duochrome. It's just really pretty on the lids, and the Senso is a kind of plummy deep brown, and they just blend in really well to give a really, really pretty look. The quality of these is just beautiful. I know they're pricey. That's why I get them when they're on sale. I just love them. I had NARS Bali single eyeshadow on my list for a while, and this is what it looks like. I was thinking it was going to be good to line with as well as use as a shadow, and it's just not quite dark enough to line with. It's more of a medium, warm, taupey gray. You can see here, it's really pretty. It's just not quite what I was looking for. You know, here it is here, and here it is on the back of my finger. It kind of reminds me of a matte darker version of MAC Satin Taupe, if you're familiar with that. So if you like that color, you'd probably like this a lot. I think I'll get use out of it, but I can't really line with it. I want something this shade, but a little bit darker to line with. And I don't know, this really wasn't quite it. Another thing that I picked up was the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. There is a foundation road test that I'm in the midst of editing right now that's going up. I got the shade Buff. It's a good shade match if you want to know what shade that I wear, and I'm not going to give any spoilers. So that's that. Laura Mercier's Matte Radiance Baked Powder. I got the shade 01, which is Golden Nude. And this is just a baked subtle highlight, and I'm going to swatch it very quickly for you. I don't know where. Okay, if you're someone who likes a subtle highlight like I am, look at my arm, you'll probably really like this. I like a highlight I can wear every day that's not going to just blow people away. Look at my highlight. This works really well for that. Thank you guys for the recommendations for this, because I really do like it. I enjoy it. I like a subtle highlight. So that has worked out really well for me. I'm trying out the Milk Makeup Blur Stick to see if it's worth the hype. I'm in the midst of it now. I'm still on the fence with it, so I can't really give you a lot. All I can say is that in comparison to some other pore filling primers that I've used, it's a little bit thinner than they are when you apply them to the face, but the verdict's still out on this, and I will be giving a review on it. If you are looking for a talc-free option for Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder, Cover FX Matte Setting Powder is what I went with. I got the shade Light. I'm going to be doing a review on some setting powders because I just realized I have a lot here that I've just gotten over the past, I don't know how long, and I've been testing them out and looking at them and realizing I really don't like some work pretty well, some give tremendous flashback and some don't. This is really good, so I'm just gonna say that. I was gonna get the Perfect setting powder, but I ended up getting the matte one because it seemed like it would be the closest to the Laura Mercier in terms of color and finish, because it's not that chalky white, and this is really, really close, and I love the finish on skin. Love it. It's beautiful. So if you're looking for a translucent setting powder that doesn't make you look ghost white, that you can use under your eyes or on your face, this is great. Now, it is more expensive in the end because you get less, but it's good stuff. A product that I have been wanting to try is this Way Texturizing Hairspray. It says on the back, like dry shampoo and hairspray had a baby. This ultra lightweight hairspray that builds incredible volume and texture, packed with volcanic minerals to absorb oil and refresh hair. I said in my April favorites and fails that I hated the Oribe dry texturizing spray, that it made me feel like I wanted to wash my hair immediately because it's just gunky and leaves my hair with such buildup and leaves it really heavy. This is the polar opposite of the Oribe dry texturizing spray. I at first thought this wasn't doing anything because it's so lightweight, it almost leaves my hair like it has no texture, and yet it still does something. It still gives it a little bit of body and gives it texture and makes it look a little bit piecey, but it doesn't weigh it down. It doesn't make me feel like I have anything in my hair at all. It leaves it soft and full. It kind of smells like bug spray when you first spray it. It's got a really odd smell to it, but it does dissipate after it settles in the hair. At least it does in mine. So you kind of have to get past that when you first spray it, but I really like this. It doesn't replace my Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast and my Amp if I really want more volume, but it's a really great texturizing spray. I have not used it as a dry shampoo yet, so I still need to try it in that way, but I really like it so far. And I'm on my last two products. I hope you guys are not worn out by now. Okay, what order? I am going to go with the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I have been debating on this for a while now, and I finally decided to get it because I had randomly picked up the little cleansing balm eye stick that's smaller than the size of a lipstick. I raved about it either in my March or April favorites. I can't remember. I think it was March. It really removes your eye makeup. It's great for travel, and I thought if that's that good and people are always raving about this, I'm going to pick it up. And it is A lightweight cleansing balm that quickly dissolves tenacious face and eye makeup, including those with sunscreen. It transforms from a solid balm to a silky fluid oil upon application. Cleans thoroughly, non-greasy, non-drying for all skin types. So you use your fingertips to apply this just to your dry skin to remove your makeup, and then you cleanse afterwards. And it's just a white balm, and it transforms into a liquid upon application to the skin. And I find it to be gentle and yet very effective at removing waterproof eye makeup. I haven't had any problems with breakouts or anything like that. I just didn't think it would be worth the hype, and it is. I'm sad I haven't used it before. My last product is also a skincare product. It's the Boscia Green Tea Oil-Free Moisturizer. This says it's a lightweight oil-free moisturizer that hydrates skin while helping to absorb excess oil. That's exactly what it does. I feel like, especially if you're a little bit older, there's that fine balance. If you've had oily combination skin and you still do, it's really hard to control the oil in your T-zone while still hydrating the rest of your skin and not getting dry patches. And I feel like this has done a really good job for me at doing that. I find sometimes I don't even need a primer before my makeup with this product. I've been toggling between a few different moisturizers in the morning for no rhyme or reason. I'm trying out some new things. It's what I do. You know, a similar product for me is the Paula's Choice Resist Super Lightweight, whatever the full name is, with SPF. And that's really good if you want something mattifying with SPF, but sometimes I do need an extra moisturizer over that because it can be a little too mattifying and not provide quite enough moisture. So if you're really oily, that's a great option. If you still do have some dryness like me, who has changed my retinol strength, I'm getting some dryness all in here. This really helps, and I really feel like my T-zone is a little bit more under control when I use this product. So I know Boscia has some really effective skincare products. This is the first one I think I've tried from them, so it's been a success for me. I'll be sure and keep you all updated on any changes with any of these products and anything I need to elaborate on or do upcoming videos on. I'll be sure and let you guys know how these products fare for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're not following me on social media, I'm very active on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll put those on the screen as well. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.